There's a popular phrase often attributed to Einstein. If you can't explain something simply, you don't understand it well enough. Whether Einstein said it or not, it's still wise advice. If we look at it from a different perspective, we gain valuable guidance. Want to understand something? Explain it to someone else. This method, based on a lecture by Dr. Marty Lobdell, is one of the most effective learning techniques, teaching what you are learning. In this video, I want to dive deeper and show step-by-step how the tool called the Feynman Technique works. The technique is named after physicist Richard Feynman, a great scientist who won the Nobel Prize in 1965 for his contributions to quantum electrodynamics. Beyond his scientific achievements, he created the famous Feynman diagrams, which visualize the behavior of subatomic particles. But he became famous not only for his scientific work. He was an outstanding teacher, and people called him the Great Explainer because he could simplify complex ideas. Even in his personal studies, he spent a lot of time intuitively grasping complicated concepts. The Feynman technique is applicable not only in physics, but in any field of knowledge, from mathematics to programming. If you want to quickly grasp a new topic or test your knowledge before an exam, this technique will be helpful. As Feynman himself said, the first principle is that you must not fool yourself, and you are the easiest person to fool. The best test of understanding is the ability to explain a topic to another person, or even just pretend you're explaining it. The process consists of 4 steps. Step 1. Take a sheet of paper and write the topic at the top. For example, Pythagorean theorem. Step 2. Explain the concept in simple terms, as if you were teaching it to someone. Don't just stick to definitions. Provide examples and explain how to apply the knowledge in practice. Step 3. Identify the areas where you are unsure or stumble. Go back to the sources, work through them, and make sure you understand everything. Finally, Step 4. Simplify any complex terms or phrases, making the explanation as accessible as possible. Simplicity is key. Teaching someone with less foundational knowledge is the best test of your understanding. The Feynman technique not only helps to quickly review material, but also reveals weak spots. And a final tip. In the 4th step, instead of just thinking about how to simplify, imagine you are explaining it to a child. Children often ask why, and this will help you dive even deeper into the topic. For example, let's go back to the Pythagorean theorem. You know the formula, but can you explain why it works? Why is it true for all right triangles? If you've just accepted it as a fact, maybe there's more to work on. If you have your own tips for using this technique, share them in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe if you want more tips like this on productivity.